Thanks, Rich. Yes, we have Daniel with us. Daniel, that was quite the night, wasn't it?
Yes, of course, and to be there with such a spotlight win in a spotlight game, and also like the dramatic of the story of the game. I would say a poor start by our standards, and then to grow into the game, to fight our way back into the game, and to win this game. I would say in the end really deserved. Also in the final stages, yeah, can't be much better. And for us, great night, and obviously priceless 3 points.
There's one person missing from the celebrations. Obviously, that was you. How was it watching from above? Was it difficult from watching from up top?
Very high. A bit less emotional, of course. Yes, the tactical view is good. You can, of course, you have a good view on what happens in tactical terms, but also the reaction to the first 20-25 minutes wouldn't have changed even on the sideline, because we lost a bit the basics. The basics is always like, not that we didn't invest enough into the game, but we're not brave enough. We were too nervous and not proactive with the ball, had cheap losses of the ball, and then if you start nervous and without courage anyhow, then you also not switch on against the ball. So cheap loss of the ball before their first goal, then we allowed the easy cross O'Hare against our centre backs, wins a header in our box. This goal was more or less a sign of how we started into the game. I can't complain too much about it, because you could feel that the lads were also a little bit down in the last 24 hours due to the injury of our captain East Nampadu, and at the moment we're training and traveling just with a pretty small group, but it is what it is, and for that, great reaction. So after 25 minutes we started to play our football. We grow into this game against a good side, really good side, no doubts about this. In the end, the tight game was then also, I think, a well-deserved win.
I think they knocked us out of our stride, there's no doubt, the first 20-25 minutes, but second half, how we grew into it and then controlled things and then showed that quality.
Yeah. Yes, I think, I like to analyze the game in an analytical way and speak about tactical things, but of course you work on a game plan and you work how you want to create chances, but if you don't play football with courage, if you're not robust enough also like in keeping the ball in your offensive duels, then you will always have problems in order to execute the plan. This was the case in the first 25 minutes. Credit to Chris Wilde and his boys as well. I think they started really on fire in the first 25 minutes, and they impressed us also with their physicality, unbelievable intensity. But once we started then to also to grow into this game and find our rhythm, our confidence back, I think then, yeah, like you mentioned, we grew from minute to minute into this game, and in the end was then, I think, also no doubt that it's possible to deserve.
1-1, would you have been happy? Or didn't look like that in terms of what the team did anyway?
No, we always play in order to win football games. Of course, if you can't win it, then you have to make sure that you don't lose it. And for the table, it would have been a good result anyway. But in our DNA, it's not like to play for a draw. And I would never sign before a game a draw. So it's always like we go for it. And if we have a few minutes left in added time, then we also try to go for it. Otherwise, you can't score so many late goals if you don't have this attitude. So it's not always possible. But today, another sign of that's the right way to approach a game, at least our way to approach a game, and this won't change. Yeah, sometimes you also concede a cheap counter attack. You can't avoid this, but we wanted to go for it because in our DNA it's always like we play to win, and this credit to the lads.
In Ethan's absence, in your own absence in terms of presence on the touchline, others have stepped up and done their job well tonight, I guess.
Yes, well done. Big compliment to my coaching staff, but also to the players. Not that easy when you have a sucker punch like Max Wilber, Patrick Bamford are already out, then East Nampadu is out. Was till this morning more or less a bit doubtful if Mano Solomon could have started. Then the manager's not around. If I think it wouldn't be beneficial that I'm in the dugout, I would always sit in the stand. Anyhow, of course, I hope at least it's beneficial for the team when I'm around and give them a bit more clarity and a bit more confidence. I think this was also perhaps a reason for the slow start. Credit to them that in such a spicy atmosphere and such a heated atmosphere, they were able to find their confidence back and grow into the game. And big credit to the players, especially the young players today who stepped up. And obviously, big compliments also to my coaching staff. The excellent work today.
That's one. Table looks good tonight, doesn't it? 5-point gap to second place.
Yes, like I mentioned, looks good, but 75 points won't let us finish in the position where we want to finish, so we have to keep going. Tough home game on Saturday. We have to recover quick. Also have to make sure that we had to invest a lot in this last two emotional games, that we have the same level of emotion also in the home game. So we need probably also in this game that our supporters carry us a little bit. I hope they are capable to do this, because tough times anyhow, unbelievable February that we have delivered, but we have to keep going, and if you all together with our supporters, in order to achieve what we want to achieve in the end.